Hello and welcome to Chuck's Diecast and Model Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at this. This is, of course, a very iconic car and a really high quality model. This is the Ferrari 250 short wheelbase, and this particular model is made by CMC Models and is in 1/18 scale. This is really a fantastic model. I mean, it is about as good as it gets unless you're willing to spend like $5,000 on a model or something like that. I did pay a pretty penny for this, but I did get a good deal on it because it does have one piece of damage on there that is unfortunate, but really does not take away from my enjoyment of the model at all. If you don't know, CMC is a German company. This car is made in Germany. It comes with a, it's a limited edition, so it comes with a little tag on it and saying, CMC Models, and it's all written in German. It comes with its own case as well. So, once it's done, making this video, I'm just going to put it in a display case. But for those of you who don't know much about the 250 short wheelbase, this is basically an evolution of the Ferrari 250 race cars of the mid to late 1950s. I believe its predecessor was known as the Tour de France, and what they did was they lopped a few inches off the wheelbase to make it more maneuverable, and of course that also saves weight. And as a result, this car was a pretty good contender here for races. Did win quite a few races back in the day. I believe they made a total of 175 of them about. This one here is a street version. The first one I ever saw was actually a race version, and that was at the Ferrari National Convention in my hometown here in Colorado. Probably in about 1997. That one was, I remember it had been bought by some Microsoft millionaire, and it had been bought for the shocking price of $6 million. I went and saw it, and as I said, it was a race version. It was bare metal, and it was sort of like, boy, you paid $6 million for no upholstery. But anyway, it was neat to see, though, and I've seen several of these since. But again, this is just a fantastic model here, and what we'll do here is we'll just go ahead and start off first of all with a look at the side here. Okay. Now you can see first of all that the paint is basically flawless. I mean, this is fantastic paint. You can see the reflection there, all that sort of stuff, which is great. You can see here that the detail on the turn signal is fantastic. The wheels are real wire rims, and you can see the center knockoff there, and these wheels do come off. You actually get a little wrench that you can use to take the wheels off. You can also see incredible detail on the sidewall of the tire. You can see that these are Michelin's. Right there you can see the Pininfarina badge, and that is a badge and it is not a decal. So again, the detail on that is really great. Looking here as well at the fuel filler, you can see that it opens. I mean, heck, that's worth the price of admission right there. It's got an opening fuel filler cap. That's pretty neat. But you can see that the chrome work around the windows is awesome. The glass is perfectly clear, no distortion, nothing like that. So again, really nice. Even when you take a look at these windshield wipers, I mean, they spare no expense there in getting that right as well. When you take a look at the front here, you'll see that the grille is fantastic. It is perfectly in scale. The chrome again on the bumpers is gorgeous. The prancing horse on the grille is fully 3D and looks fantastic. And the Ferrari badge there, right here, is an actual badge and not a decal. So that is pretty amazing there too. Taking a look at the rear of the car. Again, look at that. The tail, the chrome on the bumper is fantastic. The tail lights are spot on, and the exhaust pipes are perfectly to scale, and they look gorgeous there too. Let's see if I can go ahead and open the rear here. There we go, and you'll see that the spare tire is in there, and it looks like even the rear, the hinges are to scale, so that is really, really wonderful. Okay, now taking a look at the underside of the model, I mean, most of the time, of course, that's kind of a throwaway part of the model. It's not, you know, huge in detail or anything like that, but not in this case. Just look at that. I mean, that is just amazing there. You can see wiring, you can see the cables for the handbrake. There's of course the transmission and the sump for the transmission. And then there is the one piece of damage I'm talking about. I can say that, hey, they were racing and they hit a rock. That'll be my excuse for that. But you'll see that even there's an oil drain plug there. I mean, that is just fantastic. There's the front anti-roll bar, all that sort of stuff. The only thing in here that really isn't part of the actual car is this these screw down holes here for holding it onto the base. And then, of course, these other screws here. But other than that, I mean, that is spot on. I mean, look at that. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the other real highlight of the car, which is the heart of the car, the engine. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now you'll notice, first of all, let me go ahead and bring it in here. You can see that it actually has a working hood strut, which is just the coolest. And again, the hinges look like they're to scale, but that engine is fantastic. Look at that. The coil down there on the lower right. You can see the distributor for the engine there. There's even at the top right ducting for the ventilation. The detail on the cover for the carbs and the filters looks amazing. You can see the throttle slides for the carbs. The radiator looks fantastic. All that stuff looks just so good. I mean, it's just it's almost one of these where you can take a picture of it, show it to somebody, and they would think that it was the real car here. So again, taking a look at the other side there, I mean, that just looks fantastic. Okay, but let's go ahead and take a look at the interior now. First of all, we'll go ahead and start with this side here. That door handle and the window crank just look fantastic. You can see the little door pockets there as well. I don't know if that's real leather, but it looks pretty darn close to it. So that's fantastic there on the door panels. The carpeting in the seats look fantastic as well. You can see the shift lever down there, and also even the Ferrari ashtray behind it. That's really, really neat. Notice no seat belts because people were weird back then. You can see even on the rear deck hold down straps for luggage behind the seats there. So that is really, really fantastic there too. Taking a look at the other side here. And on the driver's side, again, the detail is just wonderful. Look at that. I mean, the steering wheel even has a burled walnut appearance. I mean, you know, that is just amazing. The pedals look fantastic, but the gauges are spot on. I mean, you really can't ask for more out of a model than this, honestly. And I certainly do love this model. This is definitely going to take pride of place here in my collection. So again, you know, that is it for today. I mean, as I said, I do love this model, and this is definitely the best model I've ever purchased, and I'm really, really happy with it. And if you like this video, of course, please like the video and subscribe as well. Take care and have a nice day.